This is Roger with Crosscut in Tucson, Arizona. We're selling this truck. It's a 2006 Ford F350 crew cab, dual rear wheel. It is a 6.0 turbo diesel. It's four-wheel drive. It's King Ranch. It has the FX4 off-road package, but obviously it's been lifted and no longer has the all-around Rancho suspension. It has better. Let's see. It has 153,085 miles. It was a new car dealer trade to Ram Country in Fort Stockton, Texas. We purchased it, brought it here, did our inspection, decided that what we were going to do was mechanical, nothing else. So it had an extremely leaky oil cooler, which is probably why it was traded in, which leads us not to just do the oil cooler, it's to do it all. So we did the Bulletproof EGR cooler, the Ford oil cooler, new gaskets, new oil, new coolant, and that's the most important thing to do on a 6.0. So that's done. It also needed a fuel sending unit. The gas gauge wasn't working right, so we did that. Glow plugs are all new. The glow plug module and both harnesses, both side harnesses for the glow plug module, for the glow plugs are new. Let's see what else. The oil we used was liquid moly diesel oil and a filter. We also did the wiper motor, the pump motor for the wipers, so you can spray off your windshield with your wipers. Got a new serpentine belt, and obviously those struts, those steering struts are brand new. Those are Ranchos, but I don't like the red stickers, so I didn't put them on. And a detail. This truck has no catalytic converter. Diesel guys know why. If you're an Arizona buyer, we are going to require to add $400 to your deal so that we can put a new catalytic converter so that we can get it through emissions, because that's the law. If you're from somewhere else, especially California, I would urge you to do it. But if you're an expert on the topic and you know what's going to happen in your state's emissions, you're welcome to not do it. Okay, but Arizona, it's going to happen. Okay. Cosmetically, semi-challenged. Passenger side looks better than the driver's side. Both sides have the usual here on the outside trim piece. I always tell people, buy some bushwhackers, take them off, put black bushwhackers on it all the way around, and that saves you having to paint or fix anything. Just attach them, and they look cool if you care. Obviously, tailgates on almost all 1-tons are hammered because they usually come off the truck and end up getting stepped on in the garage, dropped or knocked over. They all look like hell. By the way, in the photo gallery, you'll notice that this wasn't there. I put this sticker on about a half an hour after Dennis took the pictures. So if you're a super sleuth and you're trying to catch us doing the aha, we get that all the time. Jerks doing that stuff. Oh, I didn't see that. Yeah, like, stop being so smart and just be nice. All right. So anyway, same thing with this side. There's a nice little, I don't know if you can see it or not, a little crease right here. I don't know if it could be dent busted or not. It might be. I don't know. Anyway, go over the photos so that you know. I'm gonna fire this guy up, then we'll go under the hood. 153,092 miles. Alright, let me go under the hood real quick with you. The only thing I would say that it needs is it needs some power seat switches. But like I said, we wanted to keep it all the cost of this thing under the hood. That's what matters. Ford stamp there. Ford stamp there. New coolant bottle. Ford stamp here. Obviously no Ford stamp up there because that's an aftermarket hood. Looks cool though. Previous owner liked these little straps. He's got them on the column and all kinds of weird stuff. I use the Lexol cleaner to shampoo and clean the seats, the front seats, not the back. They don't need it. and then I condition the seats so they're nice and soft and they're good to go. Heated seat works fine. The up and down on this one works fine on both sides. This does not. It just doesn't go back or forward. It does go up and down. I don't think it matters. That's the passenger. Wouldn't deal with that. Like I said, every dollar counts. We're not trying to squeeze people. I doubt that anyone's going to care about that. But if I don't tell somebody, they'll have a heart attack and say I left something out. These seats are in great shape. The back seats look great. Like, I wish I could have like a dozen of these for future King Ranches that look terrible. The back seats look terrible in some of them. Looks like there's been a food fight in them. This one looks new. Telling me not a whole lot of people have been in this truck, except a driver, a passenger once in a while. All right, all the stuff I'm going to show you here is linkable in our ad. I just want to go through it real quickly. There's your VIN right here, the date of the work, wiper blades, backup bulbs, license plate bulbs, new coolant res. Let's see, Bulletproof EGR and Ford oil cooler, fuel sender, glow plugs, harness module, liquid moly and filter, wiper pump, serpentine belt. $36.68, which is why we're not making this truck perfect and painting and body and all that stuff. That's for the next guy. All right. Here's the auto check. There's your VIN. It has a above average auto check score, which is great. No major title brands. Obviously that matters. No accidents reported. No damage reported. No odometer problems, which is good. Very low miles for a dually diesel, by the way. 150. They're well into way into the high 200s by now, usually. All right, let's see. So looks like right here is when they first tried to sell it, and they probably couldn't sell it because there was a big puddle of oil underneath it. And so they kept selling it and trying to sell it and sell it until we bought it. Of course, they didn't tell us about that. Here's the Bulletproof. This is for the EGR cooler. Bulletproof Diesel is located in Mesa, 100 miles from here, and they built a hell of a business. So there it is. It was $359. These are the struts from four-wheel drive parts, the steering struts, and this is just a bunch of invoices that Monsoon gives us for the parts that they bought to do the work under the hood. Okay, so that's all there. Let's see. Window, passenger window, passenger rear window, driver rear window. Let's see, door locks. Okay, let's see what else. Mirror down, mirror up, out, in, other side, out, in, up, and down. Heated seat on and off. Now this seat's interesting also. This one does the important, the front and back, right? Like that. And up and down. But the one thing it doesn't like to do is this. So you do this, which means the motor's good, but it doesn't do that. So how do you make that flat again? You go like this. Now it flattens it out and you put the whole thing up again. So, you know, it's about a $150 switch to do that. I wouldn't do it either. So, there's your tilt wheel. Hopping this guy. By the way, would anyone give you this information? No. Why do we? Because we have lots of people who are looking at our stuff who know that we're going to tell them what's up. Just sent a Silverado out to a guy, a diesel Silverado, real plain work truck, and he's in love. And he's like, yeah, the glove box is broken and blah, just like you said, the sensors, the tire sensors are on. I'm like, yep, weird. Just have to tell people the truth. Anyway, that works from the head unit, and then you go here, steering, fan up and down, temperature up and down, yes. We've got an aftermarket radio. Yeah, you could buy a Ford unit and plug it into this for, they're like 50 bucks. I'm not sure what the harness looks like back there, but it's pretty cheap to buy a radio. There's your rear window. What else we got going on here? La 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 la. I think, let's see, oh, there we go. That's tow, on and off. Let's see, go through the systems check. Engine temp okay. Transmission temp okay. Oil pressure okay. Brake fluid level okay. All doors closed. Air filter okay. 55 miles to empty. That's that. Neutral. Let's go to four-wheel drive. Am I in neutral? Maybe I'm not. No, there I am. Now I'm in neutral. Now we're in four-wheel drive low range, it says. And that is granny gear. And I don't think this thing could, I think I could walk faster, which is good. That's what you want in a 4 low. Reverse in 4 low. Neutral. 4 high. Low range goes away. It should be a little quicker now, and it is a lot quicker. And reverse. That's a 4 high. Neutral. Now we're gonna go back to 2-wheel drive. 4x4 goes away. Let's go for a ride. All right. If you come to Tucson to drive this home, if you're from Arizona, we start with a $400 cat. That's coming on the deal for sure. Then we have taxes. We have your state tax, whatever that is, plus our city of 2.7% and a $250 dock fee. So an Arizonan is going to pay our state tax plus our city tax, which is the thing combined is 8.7%. And then you're going to pay $400 for a cat and $250 for a dock fee. If you're from out of state and you come here, you're going to pay your state tax rate plus 2.7%, plus $250 dock fee, and if you want a cat before you come out here, add $400. If you're from California and you want to buy this truck, make sure that you can get it through emissions yourself, or ask us to get a cat put on it. And even then, I mean, it just depends on what idiot you get in California. Everyone's a private inspection station there. You never know. I mean, so just know what you're doing, because I don't want that phone call. I couldn't get it through emissions, and my cat was $1,900. I should have gotten a $400 cat. Yeah, I know. All right, I know. Been there, done that. Heard the story. So please know what you're doing. All right. I don't really worry about any state but California, and since Arizona's mandatory, it doesn't really matter what I think. Let's see. Shipping. If you need help with shipping, let me know early in the transaction. I'd be happy to do it for you. We can roll the price of the shipping into the price of the truck, so you make one payment for the whole thing. You're welcome to do it yourself, okay? Deposit's $500. Once we have a deposit, we have a deal. Until then, it will stay for sale, so please make sure you get your deposit in. Last part of every single video I make is the same thing, and it has been for 15 years. We don't have salesmen, so you're not paying for their commissions. We don't have a fancy location. You just saw where we rolled out of. We don't have a lounge. We're in attendance serving scones and lattes and, scones. God, it's amazing. I was just at Precision Toyota the other day. I'd live there. I mean, they got to pay for that, so they got to make a lot of money on every car deal. We don't. What we want is to leave a lot of money on the table for you, so that if you want to put bushwhackers on it, if you want to paint the truck, if maybe the day you buy it, maybe an injector decides to take a crap. Fortunately, it's a Ford. You only need to do one, unlike a Duramax. We have to do them all, and it's easy. But, who knows? Whatever happens, you've saved enough money buying from us that you can fix your truck. At the auto mall, they kill you. All right? So when you come in with a broken vehicle, they have to fix it. Well, little do you know that on expensive vehicles like this, they will add, at least $1,000 for future repairs. So when you roll in, they just say, yeah, fix it. And if they can't, they just give you your money back and don't fix the truck and sell it to another person without fixing it. That's what they do. We don't. We tell you everything that's wrong up front so that you know what you're getting into. That way, we don't get screamed at, you don't get pissed, and everyone knows everything. However, we are not Nostradamus, which is why we tell people, you saved a bunch of money buying from us. If something breaks, regardless of when, you are fixing it with your wallet, okay? Obviously, we have a nice motor here, okay? By the way, this is what 8.6%, 8.7% taxes get you in Arizona. You get a 4-wheel drive down your road. Every day you're patching our goddamn roads. It's ridiculous. I feel like my teeth are gonna fall out every time I come down this stupid road. This is in the middle of Tucson. No big deal. Guess who runs Tucson? Guess. I'll bet you can guess. There's only one major city. Well, actually, technically Phoenix is run by them, but it's surrounded by Scottsdale and Chandler, and they're sane. So nobody cares what happens in Phoenix, really. But yeah, that's why we have gigantic potholes, and I'm four-wheeling down the middle of a street in the center of Tucson looking like we're in Bolivia. It's ridiculous. Writing those tax checks every month makes me want to throw up. Anyway, I'm done pontificating because I'm gonna need to go to the bar if I keep going. Let's see. Anyway, hell of a nice running truck. A good looking truck too. Actually, I think I'm gonna put it right there where that Dodge is. That's where it's gonna live. Let everyone see it. People like to check out our new stuff. Anyway, I think that's about it. I think you know everything. It's nice and cool in here too, so it's not so bad to hang out here. Our videos can be 17 minutes and 38 seconds long, so I like to take advantage of that as much as possible and use all the time so that you guys can see what's going on. It looks like at one point it had the little headliner peeling coming down, which they all do, and someone fixed that. Doesn't look too bad. There's your sticker for Monsoon. Next service at 158,070 miles. Right now we're at 153,093. All right. Trailer. It says trailer disconnected. Obviously, there's no trailer back there. Guess I'll give you another systems check. And it says engine temp okay, transmission temp okay, oil pressure okay, brake fluid level okay, all doors closed, air filter okay, 53 miles to empty, systems check complete. There's your gauges. Oil pressure looks great. Temp is great. Tranny temperature's great. We're good to go. All right. Got about 38 seconds, so I might as well shut this guy off, walk around it one more time, and end the video. And I'll go get the keys for the Ram and put this where that is. It's a big boy, isn't it? The air conditioning cranks too.